Hey, welcome. If you are new here, welcome back. If you've been here before, I am Freya. This is Budgie Budgets, and today we're going to do a budget with me. We're just doing a budget with me. I'm separating them back out, all on their little own, just because I think not everyone is as interested in the budget with me as they are in the cash stuffing, and I don't want you to have to sit through it if it's boring. If it's boring for you. So I just thought I would split it back out so that those who are interested can still see it, and those who aren't interested can just not watch these videos. So we are in technically the second week of February, which is also kind of the first week of February for me, because that last paycheck was actually paid in January, so I budgeted for it in January. So we're on pay sheet 1 now, you guys. I am mixing it up, and we are budgeting by fortnight. So I'm gonna keep cash stuffing weekly, I think, as long as that works. I'll see how I go. We're doing trial run this fortnight, and we'll see how we feel about it. But I will budget, so you'll only see a budget with me every fortnight, because it just makes more sense in my head to budget at fortnight, because our two pays are so close together now. It feels really silly to hold off onto the next week before I do the budget with me. And all of the amounts more or less stay the same anyway, because I budget by fortnight. I don't budget by paycheck. I budget by, like everything's kind of split evenly over the year as much as I can. So pretty much this is usually going to look fairly the same, hopefully. So we have income 1 for $2,631, income 2 for $1,381, which gives us $4,012 to distribute this fortnight. $1,211 is going towards rent, $51 towards internet, $30 towards home insurance, $122 to health insurance, $51 to swimming lessons for my youngest, $3 to Apple Care for her iPad. However, that transaction did not go through this month, and Apple can't really work out why it didn't go through this month. So it's saying that her insurance is now expired, which I really, really hope that it isn't, because that would suck. But I mean, if it is, what are you going to do? Then we have $40 here for a possible ongoing expense. So what happened is hubby and I were having a really extensive chat about our car situation. It is something that causes him immense stress. He hates our car. He is not the primary driver between the two of us. So hubby got his license a bit later. He didn't start learning until he was in his 20s. And so he's not, whereas I've been driving around since I was 16, learning since I was 16. I got my driver's license on my birthday, on my 18th birthday, which in hindsight might have been silly, because if I didn't get it, it would have been really sad. It would have really ruined my birthday. So the primary issue is that if I am really unwell to the point where I can't take the kids to school, which doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, it's very not good. I then don't want my already stressed out and probably sleep deprived husband, if he's been up all night with me, to then be driving a car that he's not comfortable in, especially around school zones, especially when it's a massive car and it is difficult to park. So I don't want him having that extra stress. I also don't want my oldest daughter learning in that car. It doesn't feel like a safe car for her to learn in. I know lots and lots of learner drivers learn in four-wheel drives, but this is quite a high-powered four-wheel drive, and it is quite old, our primary car. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the idea of her learning in that. So we started researching cars, and yeah, kind of the options presented, the options that we found was that, like, what happened to cheap cars, you guys? I don't really, I remember when I was younger, you could go out and get a really decent car for under $10,000. What happened to that? It's just not really a thing anymore. So when we were looking at what we could get as an older car versus what we can get if we get a brand new car, I don't know, it just kind of seemed like a bit of a zero-sum game. So we have not confirmed yet, but we are looking at a car that we found that we really, really like. We would need to finance this car. We cannot afford to buy it outright. And I don't want to hand over heaps of our, when I say heaps of our savings, it's not like we've got much savings for that. So I do want hubby to have a car that he feels confident in. I do want a car that I feel comfortable with my older daughter or our older daughter learning in. And so it might be the time to do that. And what I keep saying to hubby is what will happen is if we do buy this car, we won't need it. Like I won't get sick to that extent again, and we won't need it because Murphy's Law, you guys, like that's how my life works. If we don't get it, I will get sick and we will need it. I'm like, unfortunately, that just seems to be the way that things happen with me most of the time. When I do take the precaution, it's unnecessary. When I don't, it's necessary. Having said that, this car is a lot smaller car. It's a lot more fuel efficient than the beast that I currently drive, so I would feel more comfortable driving around. It would become our primary car. So anytime we're going anywhere where not all 5 of us are in the car, or we don't need to take the dogs with us, then we will take that little car. So all the school runs, shopping runs, doctor's visits, all of those things, all day-to-day stuff would be in the newer little car. And then just the big car that we already have will just be for weekend adventures, basically, is the plan, which should save us a lot of money on petrol. But obviously we're going to have the added expense of registering another car and insuring another car. So I want to get in front of it to make sure we have enough to pay for the insurance as soon as we need it if we do go ahead with this purchase. So yeah, that's what this is, and we will see. You guys, nothing's going to be confirmed until later this week, what we decide and what they can offer us in terms of finance and in terms of the price of the car and all of those things. So it's all very up in the air, but that's where we are. So $1,508 in total for these expenses, which is leaving us with $2,504. Groceries get $800, takeaway get $170, work lunches for hubby $20. This is all for the fortnight, not for the week. Petrol's getting $110, chemist is getting $40, tolls for our freeways getting $18, Mikey is our public transport system getting $18, dog bones is getting $35, pocket money for the kids getting $20 this week, spending money for hubby and I getting $60. And then swimming, that's just doing laps at the pool for my older two, $17. Then we have $1,195 going into various cash envelopes and savings schemes. And you will see where all of those go if you tune in tomorrow when I do my regular cash stuffing. So as I said, I will just do it I think a weekly cash stuffing for now still, and we'll see how that feels. If it feels weird, we'll just do the full fortnight's cash stuffing one week, and the following week we'll do savings games. And every Monday we'll be back with Monday minis, which is really, really exciting. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are all doing really, really well. I hope you've had a wonderful start to your week, and I will see you on Wednesday for cash stuffing. Okay, love you. Bye-bye.